Now, shit talk a blade.
Telescope called Lucifer.
Okay, now that he said this is a telescope called Lucifer. Here it is. Urge Ben O-C-L-A-R is a deity telescope near which deals with our infrared. So he is telling you about the telescope. No,
Come on. You know?
the telescope is Lucifer.
Look at this. Lucifer. The telescope of Lucifer. Large binocular telescope near infrared utility with camera integral field unit for extragalactic research.
For extragalactic research. This is a satellite dish. And this is what they call Lucifer. Now, for galactic research, Frank Drake, he invented a dish, a satellite dish, to know when the star seeds were coming. He can actually locate the star seeds. And the bitch coming, Frank Donald Drake. He was born in Chicago in May 28th. I was born May 26th, and I was born in Chicago to a Frankie and Donald. So I knew I would find that bitch, and he knew I would find his ass too. You cannot come in a name that is dealing with me. I will find your bitch ass. Not even looking for you, I will find you. So Frank Drake, he made this, and people do not understand or know or comprehend what this is about. Because no one is really giving us the true knowledge of it, but I know what it is about. They even made a movie about it. It is a Twilight Zone thing, a Twilight Zone episode that they made about it, because they were going from, I don't know if it's analog, but they were going from, the regular antennas to having this box. And I began to talk to my entities about it. And it was said to me not to worry, because what they are putting in now, is in now already. This is like in 2010. So the entity said to me, the towers that they are putting in now will make it easier for them to contact me. And it must have, because I have zoomed with my knowledge, with my information. I know a lot now. There's so much that I do not know. It's like every day there's something new. Big. Every day there's something new.
Nonsense. It's just a way of calling it Lucifer, really. See, here we have the...
He said this is a way to call up Lucifer. Let's see. I want to see what Lucy meant. Okay? So, one word would take you to another, and the L-U-C-I. And Lucifer took me to this, which is loose. Looks almost like Laos. The United States. See, they will never keep themselves out. This is a French word for the United States. I have a small book, and I don't know if I still have it, that I was writing on Lucifer. Because no, I do not have it. I don't have it. Because I found Lucifer in the Old Testament. But when I went to the concordance, it is a Greek word, and that's when I knew that someone had been fucking with the book. Well, I knew already, but that really let me know someone was fucking with the book. Why would you take a Greek word and put it into in between a lot of words that are Hebrew words when you go to the lexicon of the Strong Concordance? Now, all France lost, which is the United States, and here they try to play against the United States. I swear this goddamn phone. Now this is really going to fuck me up. cannot see. So, and here again, even in Latin, we have the United States. You see? They're going to keep themselves there all the time. This is why it is a Babylon language. Now, the word means when it is fully grown. That is what this word means. When it is fully grown. When what is fully grown? Now, down here, it goes into light. You see, when it gets into a Latin word, it turns into light. So down here it says light. Visible electromagnetic wave. Electrical device providing light. And what is that? That is damn near an electrical device. I know it is a fucking device. Electromagnetic wave device is what this is. Now I went to Whtevr also. You know the whole word, to get the whole word. Whtevr, it is also Latin. So the whole word Lucifer is actually a Latin word. It is French, part French, but the whole word is Latin. And it means to present active infinitive of facio. I don't know what this word is. Then they have to make vinegar. This land produces very good wheat. You know what this word is? Whtevr. And that was the beginning of it. Yes, it is. So I hit this word because if I don't know what the word is, I'm going to go for it. But it says face. That I know. To put, place, and set. So now, to put, place, and set. So now this is the satellite, and they call it Lucifer. It is a satellite. It is visible. It is visible electromagnetic wave, an electronic device providing light. It is also to put, place, and set. And so in the scriptures they say, I will set myself up as the Most High. And they set this shit up in the sky. And the thing with, I found Aleister Crowley with the so-called Palladians, the so-called pink aliens. In that article, they will tell you that they found a way to defy gravity, and this is why they can put that up in the sky and they can stay there. And one thing I can say, the Inkies kids they got his big brain, because they can do some shit to defy gravity and to have something to go up in the sky and it can just hang there.
Vatican's telescope called Lucifer. That's what they are, the Luciferians. So this is the empire of the city, and this is the New World Order. You know?
He said, this is the empire of the city. What the fuck is going on here?
It's just a way of calling it Lucifer, really. So here we have the Vatican's telescope called Lucifer. That's what they are, the Luciferians.
Okay, and see, another thing that Christians, because he is a Christian, when you're a Christian, your God does not allow you to actually research it. Because if you did, you would know that a Luciferian has nothing to do actually with Lucifer. A Luciferian is someone who knows that they are God, and they do not have a God outside themselves. Unless you are standing there, then I will have a God outside of me. But you will be that God, you understand? Not my guide, but you will be a God. I am a God, and you are a God. And that gave the people who were not into God or religion, they decided to title them Luciferian. And they decided to take on that title, Luciferian, because they did not fear Lucifer. They said, fuck Lucifer, we're not scared of him. Said, we're God. Let that bitch bring his ass on. And I bet you the motherfucker can only come to my mind to scramble my words or to scramble what I ain't seeing, or to have me sound like a babbling idiot when I go from one conversation to another, or one subject to another. They can do that, but I bet you they will not bring the scary asses in my motherfucking face. I bet you they will not come in my motherfucking face. And they will possibly try to send someone, but I have a look on my face that a motherfucker will turn the fuck around before he gets close and he sees the look on my face. He turns his ass around. I have seen people do that a lot. They come walking toward me, and when they get almost to me, they turn the fuck around. Because I'm not playing with your ass. There are some TIs that people go up to and do them like this. You know? With their finger. I wish you would come and tap on me with your finger. I will break that bitch. I am the lane. Now let these motherfuckers get in your head and you come do some stupid shit to me and see how stupid I can get. I can get so stupid to the point I don't even remember until it's all over, where I will get black on you. I will know nothing that I have done to you until I have done it and it is over, and now I've done it, you know? And then everyone tell me what the fuck I did to you. Because I don't fuck with anyone, and I'm not going to allow anyone to fuck with me. I was raised that way. Frankie, they raised us that way. My sister Missy, she became what they call the, when they show you the proof of what they will do to you. My sister Missy was that. There was a little girl the same age as my sister Missy, the same size as my sister Missy. For some reason, she wanted to fight Missy. But Missy would not fight her. And we were in our own backyard. She lived across the alley. And she had a family of sisters, and so did I, and we were friends. You know, and two of the sisters are still friends with my sister Deborah. And then she had an older sister, her name is Bunny. She's still friends with my sister Sharon, you know. But she wanted to fight my sister Missy, and Missy would not fight her. Frankie J came out of the house and came down into the backyard. She thought if she was in the backyard, maybe Missy would not be scared. Shit. That girl, well, though, Missy did not do anything but cry. Frankie J turned Missy upside down. Missy looked like a little black monkey, and Frankie J beat her ass. And then Frankie J had to beat her ass again, maybe a couple of weeks later. Because when Frankie J beat her ass, my sister Missy lit into that girl, and then everyone in school that had ever messed with my sister Missy began to light into all of them. So now Frankie J had to whoop her ass to make it balance. Because we were not allowed to tease anyone, we weren't allowed to put our hands on anyone, we were not allowed to disrespect anyone like that at all. But we were also not allowed to let anyone disrespect us. And a lot of Frankie J and Jenkins, I call it mind control, that I was raised with. I still have it today. I love it. I don't want to let it go. I will not change either of my parents. Although I don't like Jenkins that much, but still, I know that, you know, he was in the military, and it's all about this mind control and all this target individual and bullshit like that. So now I feel different about him, because now I know that what is going on. You know, I know the truth now. But even though I did not like him, I will tell anyone, I will not change my parents for anyone. Because as I was a child, before Jenkins decided he wanted, well, before they put someone else in Jenkins' place and he left, Jenkins and Frankie were the best parents in the world. Yeah, they whooped my ass. And Frankie will whoop your ass worse than Jenkins. You know, if you're going to get a whooping, you should pray for Jenkins to whoop you. Or he's going to beat your ass alright, but it won't be nothing like Frankie J. So I will not change my parents for anyone.
So this is the Empire of the City, and this is...
And I have never called someone else's parent mom or dad. I call them by their name, Miss So-and-so, you know, or Mr. So-and-so. I would say Daddy Freddy, and I think her name was Mama Joe or something. I don't even remember, but I know his name was Daddy Freddy. and his wife. We called her Mama Joe or something like that. And the reason it was like that because everybody on the block did, you know? And this was on our block. Everyone on the block did, so we did the same thing. And those were the only ones, but I still call them by their names because no one can take my dance or no one can take Frankie J place. No one. I was raised and I was so appreciative of Frankie J. When I got older, I would let her know that. I even appreciate her beating my ass. And I noticed that my parents, other people's parents were not like my parents. And the things that Frankie J would talk to me about, well, even my sisters too, but I just say me because I can only speak of me. And the things that, you know, the information she gave me to go through life. She did not tell me anything about my future. She did not say anything about so-called Black Wall Street. None of that. But she gave me real shit to live by. That's what it was. She gave me real shit to live by. She didn't know anything about my control, or she don't even know, still today, she does not even know she is a Manchurian candidate because they have a program set up. But no one to hear what I am saying. No one wants to comprehend what I am saying or hear what I am saying, even when I am speaking. I am interrupted. Children today, they don't even come to say, excuse me. There are two adults talking, and they just butt the fucking. You know, they're adults talking. And here comes your child. Your child does not even say, excuse me. It just begins to talk as though it is equal to all the adults. If that had been done in my day, my teeth would have been done. My motherfucking thought, and I better fucking catch them and put every last one back in their own damn place. My children, they would come, they would say, excuse me. And then I would have to correct some of them and say, just because you say excuse me don't mean I'm going to shut up. You know, I had to correct them. They thought because he said excuse me, the adult that I am talking to is talking. And my child comes and says excuse me. And all of a sudden the adult's supposed to shut up because you walk up and said excuse me. No, it does not work like that. Children are little beings, of course, like we are big beings, you know. Grown beings, they are little beings. You know, they do count, but they are not equal. Even my children today, my oldest is like 30 something. She's still not equal to me. She will never be equal to me. Now, there's another female, she's in her 50s. We are equal to each other, you see. There's a brother, he's in his 50s. We are equal to each other. But if you're in your 30s, you're in your 40s, you are still a child to me. Some of you that are in your 40s, I used to change your diaper. How can you be equal to me when I change your diaper? That does not make sense. You did not change my diaper, I changed yours. And niggas need to act like, and that's what they are too. They call each other niggas, and that's what they are. And somebody needs to begin to teach themselves into what respect is. Because there is no longer no respect. And that is what Russell said too. But he got into the word love, but he got trapped there. So he could not explain what love is. Because actually, no one really knows what love is. You know, they don't know that it is a spell. I can say no one because I am someone and I know what it is. It is a spell. But when I tell people, you guys don't want to know that love is a spell. You love holding on to love. You can love your shoes. You can love your toys. You can love your music. You can love your car. But you do not love a being. Another person you do not love. No, you care for them. And when you care for a person, you will not abuse them. But when you love a person, you will abuse them. You will tell your child, oh, I love you. And then you will take a stopwatch and begin to simulate that child you just said you love. Wow. So much for love, huh? This is 19 minutes in. Love you, love.